All right, welcome to today's episode. I want to share with you a possible system trap that you may fall into. And this came up because I was working on a new offer. So I wanted to identify who it was for, also known in marketing as an avatar, or perhaps if you've read Copywriting Secrets, you're Fred. But basically the target market for who this is for. Like, what's their problem? What's the solution? How does this all fit together? So it's looking at who's it for, and then looking at, hey, what's the problem that they've got? What's the issue? What's the difficulty? What's the pain in their life that this solution or offer actually solves? And as I went through my existing systems, I found that my avatar one was perfectly fine. It was great. Went through, identified, worked beautifully, created. But then I ran into an interesting problem that I don't think I've encountered before. And that is that the problem and possibility structure that I use to create the problem. Hey, what's the problem and what's the possibility that could exist for this avatar? It was interesting because it referenced the offer. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should do the offer then. If this is using the offer, then maybe I need to generate the offer. So I open up the offer system, and curiously enough, the offer system has a problem too. It references the problem possibility system. I'm like, okay, okie dokie, this is not good. This is not a helpful way to look at solving this issue that I've got, because both of them reference each other. So there's no real solution. Round and round and round. What is the solution? Well, this requires thinking. This actually requires some effort to go, okay, well, which comes first? Does the offer come first, or does the problem and the pleasurable possibility come first? And in this, for me, it was very evident that I must know what the problem is for that offer to have any sense. If I go ahead and create an offer, that's fine, and presumably I could go and then create the problem, but really the problem is the problem. Like, that's why any solution or offers actually exist in business at all. They're there to solve a problem. And so thinking about this, I was like, all right, so it clearly becomes evident to me that the better move, the more effective move, is to have the problem defined, to know what that problem is, and then know what that possibility arises for that avatar, for that human who has this problem. And it's like, okay, yeah, great. If I then know who the avatar is, and I know what their problem is and the possibility that they could create for themselves, then now the offer can be made. It's like, oh, okay, great, that offer fits in. And this is happening all the time. Every time that you go to McDonald's, every time that you change your car tires, every time that you have really any problem in your life, you are resolving that with a possibility. You want to create that. You want to have new tires. You want to have a great meal. Maybe McDonald's isn't the greatest choice, but nonetheless, it's good food. Pretty good, maybe don't have the Coke and chips, but maybe it's not that good for you. I don't know, whatever, that's up to you. Maybe you should go to Whole Foods and make your own food. Maybe you should grow your food. I don't know. Depends what problem is. And different people will have different problems. And so I need all of these to line up. But the order of the systems is important. And it must be noted that the actual problem I ran into here is that the systems referred to each other without ever solving. So if you run into this problem, now you know what to do. You've got to think about it. You've got to go, okay, what comes first? You have to make a decision about, is it the chicken or the egg? Oh, the chicken came first. All right, the problem comes first, and then secondly, the offer then fits into that. I hope that was helpful for you. This is a first time I've run into this, and it was presumably, I don't know, it only shows up because I executed on the system, and then suddenly I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Here's the improvement that must be made. So if you want some help with this, if you need help with setting up systems in your business, if you would like to have your people run your systems so that you get consistent results, then head over to systemio.dev. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you got a lot of value out of it. I'm really enjoying presenting these as we continue to explore the power, coughing up here, the power of systems to create results. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. See you then.